I've just passed my ARDS test. Here's everything you need to know if you want to pass. So I did my test yesterday at Mallory Park and it was a smooth sailing experience. I cannot recommend Mallory Park enough if you're doing your ARDS test. So I got there about 15 minutes before my test, walked across the bridge up to the building and got signed on. They then called my name and a group of about 8 of us went into a separate room and we watched the Motorsport UK video once again. The Motorsport UK book is a great help. So the first section of the test is your flags. You need to know all 12 back to front. How it's laid out is, it will give you the definition and you need to say what the flag is. You need to know this. It's super important. If you don't get 100% on the written paper, you're not passing. The next section is multiple choice, which contains safety aspects and racing aspects. They're not too hard. I think a bit of common knowledge and you'd pass. For example, one of the questions is, you've just dropped your helmet, it's got a big crack in it. Do you A, sell it to a mate, B, cover the crack with a sticker, or C, get a new helmet? I think it's quite obvious. You also need to know the difference between oversteer, understeer, and what heel and toe does. Now it's time for your practical. I had an instructor called Hayden, great lad, really helpful. So he took me around for a few laps of the track, telling me my braking points, where to turn, all those kind of things. Then it was my turn. I jumped in the driver's seat while he instructed me around for a few laps, and once he thought I was good enough, he then let me go and do my test. And he just stayed silent. I did 2 laps, passed it, quite easy. It's very simple. You just have to not crash, basically. I think you'd struggle to fail that part. Then once that was done, went back upstairs, signed a few bits of paper, and I was off. Also, I forgot to mention, I did do a few laps on my Apex Race Room sim of Mallory Park, just so I knew the track that a little bit more, so I didn't have to think when I was doing my test. And that is how to pass your ARDS test.